Good evening, friends. Today we will discuss about types of reactions. Okay? Before going to learn about the types of reactions, first of all we should know what do you mean by a reaction? Generally, reaction is a chemical process. It is one type of chemical process in which substrate is mutually reacting each other. Substrate is mutually reacting with each other to form another molecule. Another molecule formation is called reaction. Okay, here you can see that another molecule is also called product. In simple way, we can also define the reaction. It is a process of formation of product from substrate. It is a process of formation of product from the substrate molecule when reacting with another molecule. That another molecule is also called reagent. So here I have mentioned that substrate is mutually reacting with each other. Substrate with another substrate or substrate with reagent. It means actually. So reaction is a chemical process in which substrate is mutually reacting with each other. In this particular case, either substrate plus substrate or substrate plus reagent to form a product or to form another molecule. Okay, so in this particular case, we can also define the reaction definition in other words like reaction is a process of formation of a stable product. When a substrate is reacting with another substrate or reagent. Let us come to the exact meaning of substrate and reagent. Let us see the difference between substrate and reagent. Substrate and reagent. Substrate is nothing but it is somewhat stable. Reagent is nothing but highly unstable. In this case, what may be happen? This unstable reagent stimulates the substrate molecule to form a stable product. So substrate is nothing but it is somewhat stable when compared with reagent. So stable means it has some stable bonds like sigma bonds, like some covalent bonds. In this particular case, reagent, it is completely unstable. Means either it may have pi bonds or ionic bonds. So ionic compounds are highly unstable when compared with covalent bonded molecule. Okay, so this is the difference between substrate and reagent. So in this particular case, what may be happen? Whatever the unstable reagent is there, that unstable reagent stimulates the stable molecule, that is substrate, to yield a particular stable molecule that is none other than a product. Okay, so you know very well about the reagent. What do you mean by a reagent? See, it is an agent which is having more reactivity. Hence it is called reagent. Generally, most of the inorganic molecules act as a reagent. So what about substrates here? Most of the organic molecules act as a substrates. So in the case of in our organic chemistry, okay, so when compared with inorganic molecules, organic molecules are somewhat stable. Okay, so that's the reason one organic molecule when react with inorganic molecule, it is going to produce one product. See, organic molecule when react with inorganic molecule, it is going to form organic molecule again. This is organic molecule 1, this is organic molecule 2. In this case, what may be happen? In the formation of organic, there is inorganic. In the formation of organic, in the formation of organic molecule, there is a inorganic. Hence, it is called inorganic. Without inorganic molecule, there is no formation of organic molecule. The name itself gives you the information. Inorganic means in the synthesis of organic, we need the help of inorganic. Okay, so that's why in organic chemistry, in most of the reactions, the substrate molecule is nothing but organic molecule or its and hydrocarbons or its derivatives. Organic molecule or reagent means inorganic molecule. Okay, so this is about the reaction. Generally, reaction is one type of chemical reaction in which substrate is mutually reacting each other with either another substrate or reagent to yield a stable product. Okay, in presence of reagent only, in presence of reagent. Sometimes substrate combine together to yield another product also. In that particular case, what may be happen? Such type of reactions only takes place in presence of catalyst. Catalyst is a chemical substance which is used to process the reaction, to propagate the reaction, okay, to carrying out the reaction. So these are the three terms you should have to remember: substrate, reagent and catalyst. Okay, let us come to different types of reactions. So commonly we have seen many particular reactions. So amongst all the commonly seen reactions, I would like to write one reaction, that is, you know very well about that. What is this? Hydrochloric acid. When treated with sodium hydroxide, it is going to form NaCl plus water. It is also called sodium chloride. This is none other than water. Okay, this is the simple reaction. So in this particular case, what type of molecule it is? It is a ionic bonded molecule. So hence you can convert that entire molecule into ions. In this particular case, Na plus 1, Cl minus 1. So there is an exchange of ions. Sorry, OH minus. NaCl. In this particular case, OH minus. This one gives sodium chloride and this one gives water molecule. This is one type of reaction. Let us see what type of reaction that is. It is a chemical reaction in which one substrate convert to one product, in which the atom of the substrate or the molecule replaced with another atom. Shall we talk about this particular molecule? It is a chemical reaction in which the atom or the group of the molecule replaced with another group or atom. Just you compare these two. Just you compare these two. It is a chemical reaction in which OH is replaced with chlorine in this particular case. In this particular case, hydrogen chloride, this Cl minus is replaced with OH minus. So, it is a chemical reaction in which the atom or group of a particular molecule is replaced with another group or atom is called substitution reaction. Substitution reaction. It is also called displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. So, if you compare this sodium hydroxide, it is converted to NaCl. In this particular case, sodium is common. The another group or atom, it is a group, hydroxyl group. This hydroxyl group is replaced with chlorine. Hence, it is called displacement reaction or substitution reaction. If you want to talk about hydrochloric acid, in the both the cases, what is the common ion? H plus. So, in this particular case, one of the group or atom, this atom is replaced with another atom or group. Okay, that's why these type of reactions are called substitution reactions. Okay, let us see another example. This is one example. So, I would like to draw another example that is also well known to you. So, this is the example from inorganic chemistry. For example, from organic chemistry, we can see one more reaction. You know very well about this molecule. What is this? Methane. When combined with chlorine gas, it is a chlorine gas. Okay, to yield methyl chloride and hydrochloric acid. What is this? Methyl chloride and hydrochloric acid. See, in this particular case, I want to write the full structure of methane here. In this particular case, CH3 is same. One of the atom or group is replaced with another atom or group. Yes or no? Hence it is called displacement reaction or substitution reaction. In the same case here also, chlorine is replaced with hydrogen here. Okay? Let us come to what is a substrate and what is a reagent in this particular case. Both are inorganic compounds. So, both are reagents. This is highly reactive, this is highly reactive. That's why it is going to form the products. Whatever the products are formed in this particular case, these are also ionic. Hence, inorganic reactions are highly unstable. Highly unstable. Whatever the inorganic compounds are involved in the reaction, these compounds are also called reactants. These are also called reactants. These are called products. So these reactants are highly reactive. Whatever the products are formed, these are also highly reactive. That's why most of the inorganic reactions are reversible reactions. But in this particular case, methane, it's an organic compound. Chlorine, it is a covalently bonded inorganic molecule. Okay, it acts as a reagent. It acts as a substrate to yield products. So in this particular product, whatever the organic compound is formed, that is called main product. Whatever the inorganic compound is formed, that is called byproduct. Okay, in this the main product is sodium chloride. This is the byproduct. Okay, what type of reactions these are called? These are called substitution reactions. These are called substitution reactions. Okay, so can you recollect the definition once again? Substitution reactions are the reactions in which atom or group of the substrate is replaced with another group or atom. Okay, so in this particular case, organic molecule when combined with inorganic molecule, it is going to form another organic molecule and inorganic molecule. In this particular case, this is the called or organic product is called main product, inorganic product is called byproduct. Okay, so these are about substitution reactions. Let us see the another example. Okay. Do you know what is this? Calcium oxide, CaO. Just you write the ions, calcium plus 2, oxide minus 2, combined with water molecule. Water molecule. Make it into ionization to yield calcium hydroxide. Okay, see, in this particular case, it is a chemical reaction in which the substrate is added with either atom or group to form a single product. It is a chemical reaction in which the substrate is added by either group or atom to form a single product is called what type of reaction it is? Addition reaction. Addition reaction. Okay, so can you make it into ionization? Ca plus 2 OH minus 1. There are 2 ions are going to be formed. 2 OH minus ions are formed. Okay, this is inorganic addition reaction. Let us come to organic addition reaction. What is this? Alkene is also called ethene. When combined with hydrochloric acid, to yield ethyl chloride. So this is the substrate molecule is added with atoms or groups to form a single product, ethyl chloride. In this particular case, what is the substrate? Organic molecule. What is the reagent? Hydrochloric acid. What is this one called? Product. In this particular case also, these are all reactants. It is a product. These type of reactions are called addition reactions. Okay, let us see another example of the reaction. Another type of reaction, that is What is this? Magnesium hydroxide. If you subject this magnesium hydroxide to heating, you know very well during heating what may be happen? Magnesium oxide is formed. Magnesium oxide is formed. Plus, during heating usually what may be eliminated? Water molecule. In this reaction, a group or molecule is eliminated from the substrate. Hence, it is called elimination reaction. What is this? Elimination reaction. Elimination reaction. It is a chemical reaction in which group or atom or molecule is going to be eliminated from the substrate molecule is called elimination reaction. Okay. For example, if you see the organic elimination reaction, simply you can take our favorite molecule that is called ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol. If you subject this ethyl alcohol to heating, there is a formation of ethene plus water. Loss of water. This process is also called dehydration. This is also dehydration. Okay. What is the name of this organic molecule major product? This is ethene. It is a water molecule. It is a chemical reaction in which atom or group or molecule is eliminated directly from the substrate. Such type of reactions are called elimination reactions. Okay. So, lastly, one more reaction is there. It is somewhat different reaction when compared with the rest of all. Usually in inorganic chemistry, there is no such type of reactions. Okay? In organic chemistry, commonly we have seen such type of reactions. For example, what is this? It is none other than acetone. Ketone. We have already seen such type of molecules without addition or without removal of any particular group or atom, it converts into another molecule, variation in its skeleton. Variation in its skeleton. See, it is a ketone. It is propene 2R. So, it is a chemical reaction in which the substrate is rearranged to form its respective constitutional isomer. This is called enol isomer from ketone compound. Usually, these type of enols takes place in presence of a catalyst, reaction propagating agent or reaction processing agent. That is none other than base. Base generally abstract alpha hydrogens. Alpha hydrogens. Okay. Later on, it undergo migration of pi bond in the aldol condensation. We have already seen that. Okay. Actually, in aldol condensation, we can see such type of rearrangement. Okay. So, ketone undergo enol in presence of base as a catalyst. These type of reactions are called rearrangement reactions. Rearrangement reactions. You can see the type of rearrangement reactions in the name reactions called aldol condensation and crossed aldol condensation and Claisen condensation. Okay, so in this particular reaction, the substrate rearranged to another molecule by variating in its skeleton to form its respective constitutional isomer. Okay, such type of reactions are called rearrangement reactions. Rearrangement reactions. Okay, so under this one we can also see another popular example, that is called this type of reaction. You can see in particular subject called biochemistry or in the chapter called carbohydrates. 6 carbons containing carbohydrate. Usually you may get one idea about this molecule. Yes, exactly. What is this? Glucose. It is a glucose molecule. This glucose molecule converted to another 6 carbons containing sugar. It is a aldehyde sugar, aldose. It is a ketone sugar, ketose. Rest of all are same. This is called fructose. How many carbons these are all? 6 carbons. How many hydrogens? 3. Plus 2, 5. Plus 2, 7. Plus 2, 9. Plus 2, 11. Plus 1, 12. Come to oxygens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this particular case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons. 3 hydrogens. Plus 2, 5 hydrogens. Plus 2, 7. Plus 2, 9. Plus 3, 12. Oxygens 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, both are having same molecular formula. Without addition or removal of any particular group or atom, it has been converted to another sugar, that is ketone sugar called fructose. Glucose converted to fructose. Okay, generally you can see this particular reaction under the heading called isomerization through an intermediate called enediol. Okay, this reaction was developed by one great scientist, Lobret-Divan-Eckenstein reaction. Okay, you can come across this particular reaction in the biochemistry carbohydrates chapter itself. But in this particular case, under rearrangement reaction, we can see this particular reaction, Lobret-Divan-Eckenstein reaction. So aldose sugars converted to ketose sugars, or ketose sugars converted to aldose sugars by the process called rearrangement reaction. That phenomenon is called isomerization through a reactive intermediate called enediol. Enediol. Okay, these are the various types of reactions. Okay, the first one is substitution reaction. Second one is addition reaction. Next one is elimination reaction, and the final one is rearrangement reaction. These are the 4 different types of reactions. Okay, thank you.